Hey there, it's Sean McGeever, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now to make graphics for social, for club and stuff. I know there's probably a lot of people out there doing a great job. I'll just show you what I'm doing. I'm going to make a graphic for one of our upcoming clubs. We're doing America Club. First place I'd start would be to go to Google, and I would just search for America. When I've done that, I would look for the images on here, and I would look for an image that I really like. Now, when I do that, I need to know that I'm gonna work off of Instagram. I'm looking to make an Instagram post, which is more of a square format rather than a rectangular. So while it might be fun to have something that's more rectangular, perhaps like the United States, I want something that would work well to fill an entire square, maybe something like this. So when I've done that, I'm going to, hold on there and save that image to my camera roll. When I've done that, I'm going to go over to Typorama, which is the app that I really like to use for making graphics. I'm sure there's some really other great ones out there. I'd love to know what you're using. But on here, there's a bunch of default pictures that you could use, but I'm going to use the one that I just found. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there, and there we go. When I've done that, you can see that there's different format size for what kind of posts you're going to do. If you're going to do Twitter, it's a pretty narrow one, but we're going to use Instagram. Like I said, it's more of a square, and with that picture, it doesn't fill the whole frame, so I'm going to expand it so that it does fill the whole frame. Once I've done that, I'm just going to bring it in, and it's going to ask me for the text that I want to use, so I need to know that. I'm going to double tap there, and I'm going to say PHS Young Life, America Club, and I'm going to say 7:17 p.m., which is when we start. There we go. Then I'm done. Now when I'm done, it's going to go in there. It's going to put it on the graphic. And on the bottom here is really where you have your graphic options for your typography. I tend to really like this one, and every time you touch it, it will give you a different kind of configuration of that style. So this is a new one. Starting to like this one actually quite a bit. But then you can go across and find ones. I like this one that has a little banner on it. If you keep pushing it, it'll throw different banners in there. That one's kind of fun. And you can just check out the ones that you like. I also like the skyscraper one. And there's some all the way over there. I won't waste your time. So I'm going to see if there's another one here that is fun. There, that's a great one. Pops. I like the big square around it. I'm going to expand this to fill the frame a little bit more. And then one thing that I've noticed is that in this picture, it's white on white because of the red, white, and blue. I want to add a drop shadow. This is something I do all the time. The way you add a drop shadow is you go over to Text Tools, you pick your drop shadow color, and then you actually have to go back to the first screen and you add it in there. Let's see here, like my big finger won't mess it up. So what you can notice here is where there is white on white, now there's just a little bit of black that's in between there. If I was to drop that off, you could see that it goes away. And it doesn't look that bad, but I think the drop shadow helps it pop. So that's good. I'm going to move across here. You can see that there's different filters that you can put on there if you wanted to add something like that. Yeah, sometimes I've been using this low light one quite a bit to make the text pop a lot, but in this case I really like the red, white, and blue, so I'm going to leave it at that. There are overlays that you can put on there. For this one, I don't really want to use one, but the adjustments, the one that's all the way over to the right, you might not see it first, but it's a vignette. That one is actually pretty helpful. Vignette kind of adds a shadow around the corners to make it more of a circle. That does really draw the eye's attention to what's in the middle, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm pretty much done. I'm going to go there, I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to save that to my gallery. I think I saved it. There we go. Oh, already saved. Then when I go over to Instagram to post my picture for a club, it should be there. And I can put it in and tell everyone what's going on. So that's just a little bit about how we make our graphics, or I make them right now. I'm sure there'll be a better app probably tomorrow, but I would love to see what you're doing too. Hope all is well. Thanks.